What's up, Simeon? Holy shit, I'm playing a Chinese guy. The only word I know in his name is the last word is water.
For the glory of Stonehall!
There's a lot of Chinese players in this game, actually. I've seen it a lot more than I've seen with, like, Hearthstone, for example. I actually do not know. Oh, wait. I totally do know. It's because China has their own Hearthstone server. That is, like, not... You know how, I don't know what it's called, but basically, like, Blizzard divides the world into, like, 4 or 5 regions, right? There's, like, North America, Europe, Asia, and China, because China's not part of Asia. So China has their own servers. So whoever's playing on, like, Chinese people playing
15 seconds remaining
on the North America server, they're, like, playing off of their region. That's why. I wasn't thinking. That's oh, fuck. I probably should have done something about that. Have you seen Artifact before, Simeon? Do you know how the game works? Okay, so there's 3 lanes, right? You either knock down one lane twice or you knock down 2 different lanes. We're gonna kill this one because I hate this bitch.
Never had a chance.
Don't worry, Axe. Good kind can mop it up for you.
You can take down one lane twice because after you take it down once, it has like 80 hit points or something like that. So I don't know what his strategy is because I don't know what red-blue is. I've never seen this deck mix before. The deck I'm playing, red-black, is aggro deck. It is usually easier to go for 2 out of 3 instead of 1 twice. But the advantage of the deck I'm playing is that it has so much burst damage that if you dominate a lane, you can take down an 80 hit point tower in 1 or 2 turns, which is a lot of the other decks just don't have the ability to do that. They can't take down an 80 hit point tower that fast. So I might be wrong about this, but generally speaking, I think there have been 2 major tournaments in the game. There was a major constructed tournament Okay, this I actually have to concentrate in this game or else I get fucked. Oh. I guess I put both here.
Fifteen seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
This guy's just gonna die. I have a feeling he's gonna cast a spell and just like crush all the shit I have here. How much have I spent to
15
date?
seconds remaining.
Oh shit. Wait. Okay, I need to think. I gotta do something here.
This will give me the edge I need. We got you right where we want you.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Okay, so he's gonna try to kill everything over here. Oh fuck! I should have played that on this guy. Oh Jesus Christ!
15 seconds remaining.
I cooked up something special just for you.
Yeah, this was a mistake. I should have placed this ring on this guy so that he would have survived, I think. Okay, so this tower's down. See, now he's got 80 hit points. I've spent $150 on artifacts. I think we've talked about it before. Prior to this year, I spent $350 a year on Hearthstone. Sometime this year, probably around the middle of the year, I made the decision that I wasn't going to spend any more money on Hearthstone because my belief is that Blizzard has really become Activision. Like, I don't really see them as Blizzard anymore. And
15 seconds remaining.
I just think that they're not really interested in
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
I just fucking good. Okay. I don't think Blizzard is interested in
fight alongside the Bronze Legion.
Really. I don't see Blizzard as like investing in their games or in their community anymore. I think I've seen some people suggesting that Blizzard might be kind of, or Activision or Blizzard might be switching Blizzard to be like just a mobile game company, which I don't know. Like, that seems plausible, but I really don't know enough about them to where I feel confident thinking that that is definitely true. I need to kill this guy.
We'll burn them all.
Okay, actually, now I need to think again. What is going on here?
15 seconds remaining.
Organize. Oh, fuck.
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2.
You think you can stop Axe? Ooh, we needed that.
Okay, I'm not in a good position, actually. Okay.
That's just a taste of what's to come.
Oh, he only has 6 HP on his tower left.
15 seconds remaining.
They'll never see this coming. It's not ideal, but I do what I must. Stone Hull has overreached.
So
Your legion.
these March of the Machines, they do 2 damage per turn to the tower. So this tower is going to be dead in 2 turns. And he can't take down this tower. Well, he might be able to take down this tower, but I don't think he can take down this tower that fast. So, just based on that, I've probably won the game. But we'll see. So on the next turn, this guy gets wiped, this guy gets wiped, this one survives. We'll put this guy here. Oh, he gave up. He knew what was going on. Yeah, so there have been 2 major so there's draft tournaments and constructed tournaments, right? So draft is like in Arena or Hearthstone, or I think it's also called draft in Magic, where you like pick random cards and then build a deck out of the random cards. Draft was more popular, was the more popular style. I think it probably still is the more popular style in Artifact. And because I'm, hipster, I decided I would rather play Constructed. Actually, the real reason I'd rather play Constructed is because I don't want to learn how to draft. Like, I'm not good at games, right? So I only want to focus on one set of skills. What is this guy playing? He's playing blue-black. Okay. So blue has a lot of board clears. So you constantly have to watch out for the board clears, especially because I can see he's playing this guy and this guy. So, the beta, when people were, when this game was in beta and only the pros were playing it, the focus was on draft and not on
Nothing will save you.
That's a very hipster card. I don't think that card is good. We're gonna try to put some pressure on this side.
If you're willing to pay, we're willing to fight.
We're gonna push here, of course. Oh shit. I really don't care about this thing. To be really honest, it does so little damage. Did he just kill my dude? I didn't see what he killed. He killed something.
Death to our enemies.
Okay, that's a good outcome. See, so I'm still ahead on this lane. I've cleared him out again. I think I leave this lane alone. I'm probably going to lose this lane because of Kana.
Follow my lead, Axe. You might learn something.
Does he have a... Let's see if he has a board clear. He might have a clear.
I will restore order.
Okay, so this guy gains health and armor every time he kills something. So, he gave me a free kill. It's not bad. So I'm still ahead, effectively, in all three lanes. And he only has one blue hero up here in this lane. I don't want to commit anymore to this lane because she has there's a blue card that she plays called Prey on the Weak, which puts in one. It's like Unleash the Hounds in yeah, it's like Unleash the Hounds in Hearthstone. Like it puts a hound on the board for every, except it's a hound for every damaged guy on the board, which is really bad, like really bad and really scary.
My prey doesn't have a chance.
This card, this item is really important because it locks cards that he draws. Because blue decks almost always rely on drawing lots of shit. Deal 2 piercing damage as heroes before the action phase. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of pressure on this lane, I think.
red mist rises.
So this is suddenly a very scary position. I think he's being challenged a lot here.
People only respect what they fear.
Or maybe I want to put a little more pressure here. Oh yeah, of course I do. He can't do anything on this lane now.
What are your orders?
Because he's out of mana. So actually, like the way the situation is right now, it's kind of this lane is pretty shitty for Prey on the Roof because there's only like three injured minions, 3 injured units there. What did he just do? That motherfucker. Well, I think I just have to take it. Okay. So he did a good job. He delayed me for like another turn for like destroying anything. Okay, I can't kill that.
For the glory of Stonehall.
Haven't told. I like the lane system. It makes the game really interesting, in my opinion. He has initiative on this turn. He's gonna clear that. There's like no chance that he doesn't clear that.
Ready.
See, this guy's still alive, so his cards are still locked. So it's kind of shitty for him. It's hugely more complicated than a Hearthstone match. There's a lot of subtleties of strategy that we're not talking about. One of them is that because of the way blue heroes, like the way heroes die and come back, if you're blue, actually in general, a lot of times there are a lot of situations where you want your heroes to die because you want to clear them out of a lane so that you can move them into another lane where they're more important. It's kind of like a mobility kind of an issue that you have.
15 seconds remaining.
Which lane do I care about?
5 seconds remaining.
Leave no one standing.
I'm probably going to lose this game because I'm not really thinking that well.
the look on their faces. Behold, the power of science.
I don't know why he did that. If I coup him, then I get 13 damage on this tower. Is that what I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to coup. Okay, see, let's coup him.
Outwitted and outgunned.
Now he can't deploy anything on the next turn, so he's pretty much losing this lane automatically, or like coming close to it. I should be able to draw something that will help me take this lane on the next turn. I think he's probably pretty pissed right now. He can't move, so yeah. I don't think I want to equip a weapon on him. He's like too weak. This guy gets cleared off by the March of the Machines, I think, right? March of the Machines here. Yeah. So I should probably take this guy, put him over here. He will not be able to clear any boards now. Do you think this will get and maintain traction in the market? Yeah, so I think it will, just because unlike Blizzard, I have faith in Valve's willingness to spend money on something until it works. I mean, if you think about Valve, they're like the Microsoft of the games industry, right? They make money from a monopoly.
What chance did you have against me?
They make money from a monopoly that, like, there's just nothing that can really be done about them, I feel like. And they're willing to invest or spend money until something works, right?
Axe fears no one.
I'm not convinced that Epic is more than a one-hit wonder. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that. I think that just kind of remains to be seen.
I will change history.
Fifteen seconds remaining.
I don't think I want to invest more on this.
5 seconds remaining.
They won't have a chance.
I will drown you in blood.
He really needs to prevent me from killing this lane, I guess. But since he is invested over there, maybe I should be trying to take this lane.
The Tyler estate has sent me.
I take this lane easily.
An interesting device.
I mean, I wouldn't. The question, I mean, are you asking me like? Are you asking me if Epic is gonna, you know, take over from Valve, or are you asking me is there room for like 2 different people in the market?
Bow before my might.
I've got one more click of March of the Machines, and so it doesn't matter what he does on this tower. I mean, like, I think maybe he's realizing that now. Like, it literally, there's nothing he does matters, because on the next turn, before he moves, he's gonna lose this tower. And I've already taken down a tower. So, I don't really see how he thinks he can win.
No one is stronger than Axe. You can't run from the heavens.
I mean, like, it feels good. But, like, what is he really accomplishing? Can he take down this tower on this turn? He has no minions, actually. He has no creeps, so I believe that he cannot. He can't take down this tower. He might, I guess he might be able to take down this tower. We'll see in a minute. Oh yeah, see, he knows it's hopeless. Well, I mean, you know, that's one of those things, right? Like, I think it says a lot about the, what is that? Okay. I think it says a lot about the video game industry that, you know, you had these established players, Activision and EA, and I don't know who else is there. That asshole who owns Skyrim and Fallout. I forget the name of the company. You know, so you had at least 3 or 4 major established players, and then they let this, you know, retired dork-ass millionaire from Microsoft come in and set up a new monopoly, you know, like a new distribution channel. And then they, like, you know, played with themselves for like another 5 years until, like, you know, they played with this. Well, I mean, id, I don't blame, because I think id was never really interested in, like, from a corporate, you know, id didn't really operate as a, you know, as a corporate entity, really, right? I mean, they just wanted to do cool stuff. But, you know, like Activision, EA, like Bethesda, these are, like, Ubisoft also, you know, like, these are, like, real companies. They're publicly traded companies. I'm gonna do something else that requires less thought so I can rant. And you know, so Valve established this monopoly, and then these guys, they did nothing about it. I mean, like, they put up their half-ass stores, like the EA Origin, which was a total piece of shit. You know, I can't remember if anybody else even bothered to try.
Ruin has come.
And then after that, now you have Epic that is like getting in there. And the thing is, like, you know that these distribution channels, you know, I think when you look at them, you know that there is not room for too many of them, right? You figure that there's, I mean, my guess was that, you know, like a lot of things, there's probably only room for between 2 or 3 of them.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
And so I just thought it was totally asinine. Well, I mean, it's like Netflix or like, you know, I mean, the first one was really the music industry, you know, that they let Apple, a fucking computer company, you know, control some ungodly percentage of the overall market for music, like, in the world, right? They let an outsider come in and just, like, kill them. You know, actually, I mean, the music industry is probably the most similar analogy because, like the video game companies, they've let someone do it twice. Because, like, Apple came in, and then after that, Spotify came in and kicked their ass again. I actually need more frontline characters. I don't have enough frontline characters. Oh. I need to find a way to get this in. This guy. Okay. Who do I want to get rid of from my party here? What's so good about this guy? Why did I pick him up? Oh, I picked him up because he's speedy. Who is not useful? Let's steady mine. Ah, god damn it. That's useful too. Well, the gold. So, an antiquarian is basically a gold farmer class. I think she's the least useful. Yeah. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
This one has become vestigial, useless.
Probably put in Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's not really like a rank 2, like only in lower difficulty levels is Bounty Hunter like an effective rank 1 or rank 2 class. Like he's actually not that survivable. But we are playing at the beginning of the game, so it's okay. Tell me about your busyness, Simeon, so I can concentrate on what I'm doing in the game. So he's stunning and blight. We have no bleed characters. So we should go to... Oh, fuck! Fuck. Strombo's actually got some of the worst quirks. Shit. Do I have somebody better? We can't take Strombo into the cove. I'm gonna get stressed out. Thin grounded, -10 blight resist. Actually, like, the cove doesn't have a lot of blight, I don't think. Got my promotion. I'm a manager on the delivery side. CEO immediately supposed to be into a very time-sensitive operation. We are staying home for Christmas, by the way. Are you doing anything for Christmas? Like, I just had dinner last night with my parents and my uncle and my cousins, and that's pretty much all we're doing for Christmas. The rest of the time we're being lazy. My wife yesterday was like, I'm only going outside once today for dinner. Otherwise, I am not leaving this couch. Private company side, busy finishing the edit of a book, and client needs a large set edit. You're a book editor? Since when, dude? Let me see what skills he's got. Bolster's not bad. Don't really care about command. I'm not really sure about retribution. Rampart is good. Crush is good. I think Bellow is actually really good. Girlfriend and I already celebrated, went out to a villa in the far west of the island. We'll just do lunch with my family on the day. My parents are going up north. They're going up to the Bay Area for... they're going up to the Bay Area, so I don't even need to see them. And that's awesome. I'm literally free for the next 3 days. Company does anything IT previous because they're taking a manuscript to the printing stage. Paid me to be her all-around editor. Wow! I'm... that's very interesting. I wouldn't have thought that you'd be qualified to be a book editor. Don't take that the wrong way, but I guess I guess you are. What else can I say? Let's just get started. Who's here? Backcountry and Simeon. Okay, so between the two of you, who wants to be the old man, the man-at-arms? And who wants to be the abomination, which is really a werewolf? Let me know, guys. We're going in. Oh, fuck. I don't actually really want to be in a camping mission. Wow, those both kind of suck. Okay. That's actually really good. Well, except for the boss fights, there's no good trinkets available anyway. But I need to go and get some camping skills that don't suck. Actually, our camp skills in general are not good. Except for this guy. Simeon is so selfless. He definitely has the best camping skills in the group. Okay, now we're gonna get ready. We're going to the cove. What are we doing? Explore 90% of rooms, complete 100% of room battles. 90% of rooms is always easier. Now, what stuff do we need to take? Cove needs a lot of shovels, I know that for sure. Let's take them all. Anti-venom. I tend to over-provision for missions. It slows my progress in the game, because then I don't have as much money. But it's a lot safer. bleed is really nasty in Co. The reason I take extra of these actually is because there's stuff down there that lets you get rid of negative quirks, and getting rid of negative quirks is expensive, so I care a lot about getting rid of negative quirks using the herbs. Holy water, I don't think you need as much of. Keys, I don't remember how many keys you need. Probably don't need that many. Okay, I think we are. Let's take a couple of those just to be safe. So far, I've gotten to the point where I'd fuck anything that has a penis. Quick, save that and use my voice as a meme.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Bat knows that I'm married, right? Maybe he doesn't know. That's irrelevant. No, it's very relevant for me. Wow. This place is fucking annoying. This layout sucks, man. Look at all this backtracking. Holy shit. Who has trap disarm? 10, 10, 40, 20. Wow. The best one is me. We are so fucked. Oh, oh, oh. Nice. So I've got rid of a quirk there. Negative quirks are expensive to deal with. Unfortunately for you, by the way, Bats, if you're getting excited because I'm gonna like unleash the beast or something, the way I use abominations, I never ever transform them into werewolves because you know, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to buy fucking torches. Oh, that's really, really bad. Holy shit. This is why I can't talk to you guys while I'm streaming. Oh, we're so fucked. It's actually unbelievably bad that we don't have torches. Like, I don't remember how much you guys... I don't know how much you guys remember about this game. But it is super bad not to have torches. The game gets a lot harder when there's no light. It's actually like a, it's actually almost like a separate game mode when you don't have torches. Because it gets that much more difficult. And we're in a long mission too. Oh wait, she can increase the light level. Okay. So as long as we have Cat to save our ass, we're gonna be good. Later, Bat.
On its own.
Oh fuck, he's gonna blow up. We're just trying to increase our light levels right now.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is
I
taken.
better put a stress heal on this guy. Put the stress heal back. I don't need retribution, I guess. At this point, Darkest Dungeon, I think is really good. It's not extremely well balanced. It's kind of funny because they've had so many problems historically balancing this game. And like part of, oh wow, we found a torch.
Are often low on supplies.
Like, they irritated the fuck out of me by trying to, you know, by like constantly rebalancing in early access mode, which I guess is what they're supposed to do, so blah blah blah, whatever, okay. But, the game still has balance issues, but overall, it's really good, I think. Like, the balance issues are not crippling. Like, they fixed most of the crippling balance issues. Some characters are just not good. Part of that also might be intentional, but like which characters are suitable for which difficulty levels is really significant. I hope I find another torch inside of this dead fish. Certain characters are just like, just not good. at the highest difficulty levels. The Occultist is probably the #1 example. The Occultist is awesome at like beginner and medium difficulty levels, and then at hard difficulty levels he just doesn't have enough health, and he just gets annihilated because he doesn't have enough health. I'm trying to think about what I should do here. I really want to kill that guy. That's actually what I really want. I want to kill that guy because he creates stress like that. It's annoying as fuck. So he's protecting this guy, which I'm pretty much okay with. But I need to kill this guy. He's dead on this next turn. I don't even have to do anything. Oh shit, ow.
Of war can be healed, but never hidden.
These guys hit really fucking hard. It's one of the reasons why Cove is actually like a little bit more of an advanced area. I think this one's dead on the next turn. Okay. Who can we de-stress? Oh, that de-stresses everyone. Resist distress for everyone. I should have put that earlier. I'm okay if this guy gets hit. That's fine with me. Because he has a really strong heal. So there's certain techniques in Darkest Dungeon that work in the beginning of the game and then just completely fail in the later part of the game. There's a huge difficulty spike when you go to what are called like champion level missions, which is missions that require you to be level 5 or above. You can go in there with like 4 of your best level 5 characters, and you'll be dead after like 2 encounters. Like, blah, 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 like, yeah, the game's supposed to be hard, blah, 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 like, you know, blah. I mean, basically, I don't think they did a good job in that, like, difficulty, like, step up from the previous level of difficulty. Like, maybe they should have made, like, level 3 dungeons a little bit more difficult. to sort of like balance it out. But like, yeah, there's a huge difficulty spike that fucks you unless you have a really good understanding of the game mechanics, or you've read something that explains what works and what doesn't. Because in earlier parts of the game, you can kind of rush down enemies. Like, if you have a bunch of really hard-hitting guys, which does not include anyone in my party, by the way. But, like, one guy that hits really hard is the Leper, for example, right? Like, the Leper is a really hard-hitting character. So I was saying, like, the Leper is a really hard-hitting character, but I guess that's good. I don't really know how useful that is. I think that item's not actually very useful. So, like, in the earlier game, a well-equipped Leper is, like, really useful, but in the later game, he's useless. And the reason is because,
if only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I'm just leaving a lot of treasure behind all the time. You can't, in the later difficulty levels, you can't one-hit kill enemies. So they're gonna get to go, and anything that survives that gets a turn is gonna do, like, a lot of damage to your guys. So what you're supposed to do is more like what I'm doing, which is, like, you have to stun lock a lot of enemies. Like, you have to try to stun, you stun a lot, and then you also either DOT or just hit the stuff. And you go after the guys, which are usually the guys in back, are the most dangerous enemies. Which is counterintuitive, and unfortunately most of your characters can only hit the first two characters. So, for example, Crusader and Leper, I think, can really only hit the first two characters, and that's another reason why the Leper basically kind of sucks late game. Is good early game and is just awful late game. Wow, my guys are taking a lot of damage. I probably should be doing something about that.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I totally forgot to give these guys equipment too. Oh shit. Is he at death's door? Fuck me.
Palpable fear.
You might die, Simeon. Yeah, if you die, it'll be pretty much entirely my fault. Okay, well this guy's dead, I think. 4 damage per round.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
God damn it. No, no. Okay. Not on Deathstorm.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A powerful blow.
Okay, he's dead on the next turn. Fuck, didn't get a chance to heal you.
A trifling victory, but
Might
a
as well give
victory
you this one.
nonetheless.
That's like free. Plus 5 accuracy on melee skills. That's actually not bad. We got another fight coming up too. Wow, this is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be tons of fun. Holy shit. Good thing I healed you up for like 1. Work's been fine. You know, we've been fine, busy. Oh, I don't know if I told you. So we finally watched Black Panther at home, by the way, and my wife and I both thought it was terrible. No racist. It's just not a good movie. I don't know why people said it was a good movie, because it's not. It's really not. Oh, yeah, meh. I mean, for me that means not good, but yeah. You have a point. Come on, come on. Yes. I don't know. I found the whole storyline to be just like completely annoying. I mean, part of it, I mean, maybe there's a little bit of racism here, but there's like, you know, when you look at the whole concept of Wakanda, there's this like suspension of disbelief that's required, you know? Because, I mean, again, no racist, but the entire continent of Africa is a total shit show. You know? I mean, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, so this whole time they haven't been helping anyone, including any of their neighbors. And now they're gonna buy some apartments in fucking Oakland. I mean, this is, you know, like for me, this is lame. Okay, so these two are dead. These two are gonna get diseased to death because they've been blighted. This guy is still up and running, but except for you, Sin, because you're fucked in every way. Stress is not an issue for my party, so I don't really care if he's still able to move. The only thing that I think is cool about Black Panther, which I think is true of like Marvel in general, is like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like the last few Marvel movies, like the bad guy is not really like a evil, like twirling mustache kind of a villain. Like a lot of times they're just kind of misguided and just a little bit more ruthless. Like it's the good versus evil thing has kind of been transitioned into a little bit more of a gray area, which I appreciate a lot.
Well struck.
Oh, are you leaving, Simeon? You're gonna leave me be? I'll probably cut stream after you head out. That's dead soon.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. treasures can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place. A spark without kindling is a goal without hope. Precision and power. split, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. As victories mount, so too will resistance. Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule. To fall for such a little thing. A bite of bread. Impressive. Exposed to a killing blow. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy. Do not ruminate on this fleeting failure. The campaign is long, and victory will come. A finely crafted instrument of butchery and bloodshed. Yours for the taking.